When Prime Minister Philip J Pierre first floated the idea of a sovereign wealth fund, the opposition was critical, saying that the government had plans to put the fund under the management of foreigners. However, economist Richard Peterkin thinks that there is so much uncertainty in today's world that a sovereign wealth fund may be a necessity, not an option.
We live in a world in which, you
don't know what's going to
you
happen.
don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
The guy could wake up one morning
So
and
as right, the downside risks, as the economists love to say, are so great. Huge downside risks which you have no control over. And he said that, basically, if we are faced with some of these, we may have to come back and recast the budget.
The Donald Trump administration has plunged the world into a dangerous state of uncertainty, and business, unlike gambling, thrives on knowledge. Peterkin thinks there is never a wrong time to start stashing a little money away for when things turn south. But if there ever was a right time for a sovereign wealth fund, this is it.
With that caveat, which is a responsible caveat, I would believe, and I think all prime ministers should be saying that, because we all know that there are risks we face as individuals and there are risks we face as a country of which we have no control. But even though we may have no control, what you can do, at least, to deal with those risks, is start putting money aside. And that's where sovereign wealth funds and contingency funds come into play.
Trump's tariffs and threats of tariffs are disrupting a highly integrated world economic and financial system, and that is just the beginning. With new spikes of global inflation just around the corner, small island states like Saint Lucia have to find ways to cut out spending on unnecessary imports, grow more of what they need, and create financial and economic buffers to cushion the blows of the coming inflationary spikes.
If you can put money aside every single year, sometimes by a one-line item, you may say, and he didn't say anything about how much they are going to put into the sovereign wealth fund. Sometimes they can say it's going to be a percentage of GDP or percentage of expenditure. But let's say they put 30 million into that fund. It means that money will sit there earning, it'll have to be invested, so it's earning interest at 3-4% maybe. And if one of these major risks hit us, we could draw down on that rather than having to go to markets to borrow money.
For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Seaflay.